This is not a coincidence. It's not an accident that you are here. Listen carefully, because Archangel Michael himself is about to reveal something that will change your destiny forever. But you must hear this before tonight. Otherwise, the door will close and the miracle meant for you will pass to someone else. For the past weeks, you've been feeling strange, haven't you? Heavy energy around you, sudden obstacles, unexpected fights, money slipping from your hands, dreams that scare you, and a strange shadow that follows you when you are alone. You've ignored it, thinking it's nothing. But Archangel Michael says, no, this is not random. This is a sign. Right now, as you are listening, forces are moving around you, light and darkness both fighting for your life. And tonight is the turning point. Either you open your heart or you lose the chance. That's why you've been brought here. That's why this message found you, because he is speaking. Yes, Archangel Michael himself is about to speak through these words. But beware, this message is not for everyone. Only those chosen will understand the meaning. If you are here, it means you have been chosen. And before I tell you what's coming, listen carefully to this warning. Someone close to you is hiding something. Their smile looks pure, but their heart carries envy. And tonight, Archangel Michael will expose their name, but only if you stay till the end. Before I tell you what Archangel Michael is about to reveal, close your eyes for a moment and remember this: every battle in your life, every betrayal, every sleepless night, every tear you've shed was never in vain. You thought you were alone, but you weren't. A sword of light has been following you, silently, invisibly, cutting away the traps the enemy set for you. But tonight, Michael says something is different. Tonight, your enemy is not outside. It is inside your circle. Someone who shakes your hand with love, but in their secret heart, they whisper curses. They smile, but they bleed you of your strength. And here's the truth: Michael has been watching them all along. He told me to warn you. You've been having dreams lately, haven't you? Shadows standing near your bed, voices whispering your name, sudden coldness when you are alone. You thought it was imagination, but no. Those dreams were warnings, signs that something or someone has already begun the attack. Now, listen carefully. Before tonight ends, you will be given a choice. Archangel Michael is preparing a miracle, but miracles are never free. To claim it, you must be ready to let go of someone. He will reveal to you in the coming hours the face of the person who secretly rejoices in your pain. And let me tell you something more chilling. The attacks on your life were not random. Every delay in your success, every sudden sickness, every betrayal, it all links back to one person. Someone whose eyes you've looked into 1,000 times. Someone who pretends to protect you, but is the reason you've been stumbling. Michael says their mask is about to fall. But here's the dangerous part. They already know you are close to discovering them. That's why suddenly your energy feels heavy, why you've been tired without reason, why things slip from your hand the moment you touch them. This is their final attempt to break you, because they know if you survive tonight, you will rise beyond their reach forever. Michael's voice is echoing right now. Do not fear. I am with you. I will expose what is hidden, but you must stay until the very end. That is why this video, this message, found you. Because heaven decided tonight is your night of revelation. Stay with me. In the next part, Michael will show the first sign, the clue that proves you are chosen and that the miracle has already begun moving toward you. But be warned, once I tell you, your life will never be the same again.
Archangel Michael speaks, and his words cut through the darkness like fire through dry wood. He says, "The first sign has already appeared in your life, but you ignored it. Now you must remember." Think back to the last 7 days. Something strange happened, didn't it? You lost something small, maybe keys, money, or a piece of jewelry, and you searched everywhere but couldn't find it. That was not an accident. That was a warning. The enemy around you took it as a signal celebrating your weakness. But Michael says every loss in the past week is not a curse. It is a mark. It proves that you are chosen, because heaven only tests those who are destined to rise. He continues, "The first sign is silence. Have you noticed lately your phone doesn't ring like it used to? People don't reach out. Friends have gone distant. That silence is not abandonment. It is divine protection. The noise of false people has been cut away, so you can hear the truth. Do not mistake loneliness for rejection, because this silence is the space where your miracle is about to grow. The second layer of this sign is in your body. Look at your own reflection. Haven't you felt strange heaviness, sudden tiredness, unexplainable headaches, or even restlessness at night? You thought it was sickness, stress, or just life, but Michael says it was the enemy draining your strength. Yet what the enemy doesn't know is this: every drop of your weakness is being converted into fire. By tonight, that fire will be released, and the same power that tried to destroy you will become the power that lifts you. And then comes the third layer of the sign. Someone you know, someone close, recently looked at you in a way that made you uncomfortable. Their eyes lingered too long, their smile felt wrong, their words felt heavy. You dismissed it, but Michael whispers, that was not your imagination. That was the mask slipping. The universe is already beginning to expose them, and in the coming hours their identity will be undeniable. You will see their true face, as clear as the morning sun. And when you do, you must not hesitate, because your miracle depends on your courage to let them go. This is why you are hearing this message before tonight. Michael says time is running short. The enemy is preparing their last strike. They are desperate because they sense the light surrounding you is growing stronger. That is why you felt sudden anger from people around you, arguments without reason, doors closing when they should open. These are not coincidences. They are battles in the unseen realm. But here is the truth. Every door that closed was never yours. Every rejection you faced was heaven's protection. And the proof is simple. If those things were truly yours, they would have stayed. What left was never meant to stay, because what is coming is 10 times greater. Michael's message sharpens now. He says, you have been chosen to carry light. You will rise above what was meant to destroy you. But you must decide, will you walk with faith or will you stay in fear? And listen carefully, because the first sign is not only around you, it is inside you. You are restless because your spirit already knows something greater is waiting. The miracle is close enough to touch, but only if you remain till the end. If you walk away, the blessing will move to someone else. The truth is this: in the next 24 hours, you will see a sign with your own eyes, something unusual, something impossible to dismiss. It may be a dream that feels real, a sudden meeting with someone who speaks words you needed to hear, or an object appearing before you that carries meaning. Do not ignore it. That sign will be Michael's confirmation that your miracle is sealed. But until then, stay strong, because the enemy will fight harder than ever to distract you. They will test your patience, provoke your anger, and tempt you to give up. But if you surrender, the miracle slips away. But if you endure, everything changes. Michael concludes his first revelation with this: the battle is not outside, it is inside. Guard your thoughts, guard your heart, guard your tongue, because the first sign was silence, and the next will be clarity. When the clarity comes, no darkness will stand against you. Stay with me, because in the next part, Michael will reveal the second sign, something so powerful it will send chills through your soul, and once you know it, you will never see your life the same way again. Archangel Michael's voice grows stronger now, and he says, the first sign was silence. The second sign is unmasking. Tonight, before your eyes, the truth will break through. You have been sensing it already, haven't you? A tension in the air, a feeling that something is about to be revealed. It is not your imagination. It is prophecy unfolding in real time. Michael says, the second sign always begins with a mirror. Look at the people around you. Friends, family, colleagues, the ones you trust, the ones you love. One of them is wearing a mask. Their words are sweet, but their heart is bitter. Their laughter is warm, but behind it is jealousy, envy, and hidden hatred. They clap for you when you succeed, but in their mind they whisper, fall, fail, collapse. And here is the truth. Michael has heard those whispers, and heaven will not allow them to remain hidden any longer. The unmasking begins subtly. You may notice their tone slip, their eyes roll, their voice sharpen when you speak about your dreams. Pay attention, because in those small cracks, the mask is breaking. Michael says, when the mask falls, you must be ready to see clearly. Do not excuse them. Do not justify them. Accept what is revealed and walk away. For your miracle cannot enter until the poison leaves your circle. But here is the dangerous part. The one who wears the mask is closer than you think. This is not a stranger, not an enemy from far away, but someone who has walked with you, someone who has eaten at your table, someone who knows your secrets. That is why their betrayal cut you so deeply. You trusted them with your heart, and they used it against you. Yet even in their betrayal, they made one mistake. They forgot that you are protected by fire, and tonight that fire is burning away their disguise. Michael reminds you, do not fear when you see their true face. It is better to know a snake than to believe in a friend who poisons you silently. Do not mourn their loss, for their departure is the key to your miracle. Now listen carefully. In the next hours, something will happen that exposes them. It could be a slip of their tongue, a sudden argument, an unexpected message, or a reaction they cannot control. They will reveal themselves not because you push, but because heaven has decided the time is now. Their own actions will betray them. You will not need to fight, you will not need to accuse. The truth will rise on its own. And when this unmasking happens, Michael gives you one command. Do not hesitate. When heaven shows you who they are, believe it. Do not let pity, fear, or confusion blind you, because holding on to them will block the blessing. The miracle cannot dwell in a house where poison remains. Release them and watch how quickly your life begins to change. You have already felt this shift, haven't you? Recently, conversations with them feel heavy. Their presence leaves you drained. Every time you share your dreams, something goes wrong. Michael says, this is no coincidence. It is the shadow working through them. But the shadow cannot hide anymore, because the light has entered your space. The second sign is unmasking, but it is also liberation. For when their true face is revealed, you will understand why so many things went wrong,
Why doors closed? Why progress slowed? You will see clearly that it was never your fault. It was their hidden hand pulling the strings, praying against your rise. And once their mask falls, so will the chains they placed upon you. Michael's words are final for this part. You will not leave this night the same way you entered it. You will leave lighter, freer, stronger, for the truth shall set you free. Do not cling to the mask when I reveal the face. Walk into the light, and I will walk with you. Stay with me, because in the next part, Michael will reveal the third sign, the moment of confrontation, when darkness and light collide. That is the turning point, and it will shake you to your core.
The night grows heavier, and Archangel Michael's voice deepens like thunder rolling across the heavens. He says, "The third sign has already entered your life. It is confrontation. The hour has come when the forces of darkness and the armies of light stand face to face, and you, child of light, are in the center of the battlefield. You may not see it with your eyes, but you have felt it with your soul. Lately, the tension in your life has been unbearable. Small arguments exploding into storms, little mistakes turning into disasters, people snapping at you without reason, and feeling that something is deliberately trying to break you down. Michael says that is not random. That is the third sign. The enemy knows their time is short, and now they confront you openly. Do you remember the strange pressure you felt in your chest at night? The sudden heaviness when you entered certain rooms, or the moments when your heart started racing for no reason? That was not anxiety, it was spiritual warfare pressing against your spirit. Every sleepless night, every sudden thought of fear, every shadow in your dream, it was the enemy knocking on your door, demanding entry. But Michael says, "Do not open the door. Stand firm, for I am standing guard with my sword of fire." And yet, here is the truth. Confrontation cannot be avoided. When the light grows stronger, the shadow cannot hide anymore. It must reveal itself. That is why you have noticed certain people around you behaving strangely, sudden coldness, unnecessary arguments, words twisted against you. The darkness inside them is being stirred because they can no longer pretend. The confrontation has begun. But hear this. Confrontation is not destruction, it is exposure. Michael says, when the enemy steps out of the shadows, do not fear. This is proof that your miracle is near. The darker the attack, the closer the victory. Remember, storms rage hardest before they break. Right now, you are in the eye of the storm, and everything around you seems unstable, but soon the winds will part and the light will shine through. The third sign always brings a test. You will be tested in your patience, in your faith, in your strength. The enemy will try to trigger your anger, to make you fight with your words, to drag you into battles you do not need to fight. Michael warns, do not waste your sword on empty shadows. Stand still and let me fight for you. This confrontation is not for you to win. It is for heaven to display its power in your life. Think carefully about what has happened in these past days. That sudden betrayal, that cruel word, that unexpected loss, it was not random. It was the darkness striking its final blows. But what the enemy did not understand is this: every confrontation is a prophecy of breakthrough. The louder the attack, the greater the blessing that follows. Michael shows you now a fire burning through the chains wrapped around your destiny. Every curse spoken against you is breaking. Every lie told about you is falling silent. Every trap set for you is collapsing. The confrontation is the proof. The enemy would not fight so hard unless you were carrying something valuable. They are afraid of what you are about to become. And listen to this prophecy. Within the next 3 days, you will face a moment of confrontation so clear you will know without doubt that Michael himself stands beside you. Someone may lash out at you unexpectedly, or a hidden truth will explode into the open, or a challenge will rise before you that seems impossible. Do not fear it. That moment is the third sign, the battlefield moment, and when you stand your ground, the enemy will fall. Michael's words echo like a sword striking stone. Do not fight with anger. Do not fight with fear. Stand in silence. Stand in faith. Stand in light. The battle belongs to me, and when I strike, no darkness shall remain. This is the meaning of the third sign. The confrontation is not your defeat, it is your announcement. Heaven is declaring to all who watch, you are chosen, you are protected, you are untouchable. And soon, the miracle written for you will arrive like the dawn. Stay with me, because in the next part, Michael will reveal the fourth sign, something so powerful it will feel like destiny itself speaking your name. The fourth sign is the turning of the tide, and when it comes, nothing in your life will remain the same.
The air is shifting. Can you feel it? The pressure that weighed you down for so long is about to lift. Archangel Michael now reveals the fourth sign, the turning of the tide. For years, it felt as if you were swimming against a current, struggling with every step, every dream delayed, every door slammed shut. But hear his words now. The tide is turning, and it will no longer push against you. It will carry you forward. Michael says the fourth sign is always preceded by chaos. The moment when everything seems to be collapsing is often the moment before everything rises. You may have noticed this recently. Unexpected rejections, sudden failures, promises broken, plans falling apart in ways you cannot explain. But Michael speaks, do not be deceived. What looks like destruction is actually preparation. The tide cannot turn quietly. It must roar before it calms. Think of the ocean. When the tide shifts, it drags away the old, the broken, the weak. And then, in its returning wave, it brings treasures buried deep below. This is what is happening in your life right now. Everything being removed is not punishment, it is cleansing. The people walking away, the opportunities closing, the silence you've endured, they were all necessary so the miracle could enter unhindered. What was taken from you will be replaced by something greater, something pure, something destined. Michael warns you, however, when the tide turns, not everyone can go with you. This is the hardest truth. Some people you love, some habits you cling to, some fears you refuse to release, they cannot survive the new wave. The tide will separate you from them. It may feel painful, like losing a part of yourself, but understand this, heaven is not punishing you, it is protecting you. For the next season of your life requires lightness. You cannot rise if you are carrying dead weight. Here is how you will know the fourth sign is here. Doors that once resisted you will begin to open effortlessly. Conversations will shift in your favor. Strangers will offer you unexpected help. Ideas that seemed blocked will suddenly flow. Money that was delayed will start moving. The silence that once felt endless will break with opportunities. This is not luck, not coincidence. It is the tide turning. But listen carefully. Michael says the tide does not turn for everyone. It turns only for those who remain in faith until the very end. That is why you were brought to this message, because heaven saw you were on the edge of giving up. The enemy wanted you to quit before the tide shifted. That's why they attacked so hard. That's why they drained you. That's why they tried to isolate you. Because they knew if you endured just a little longer, the turning would begin. And now it has. The fourth sign also carries with it a promise. What was delayed will now be delivered. What was broken will now be restored. What was lost will now be returned in a greater form. Michael declares, your season of waiting is ending. Your season of rising has begun. But there is one more mystery hidden in the turning of the tide. The miracle that is coming is not small, it is generational. What happens to you will not only bless your life, but it will ripple into the lives of those around you, your family, your friends, even those who doubted you. They will witness your transformation, and they will know it was not by chance, it was by divine intervention. That is why the enemy fought you so fiercely, because your blessing is too great to be contained. It overflows. Michael whispers one last instruction for this part. When the tide turns, do not look back. Do not cling to what is leaving. Do not mourn what is gone. For what is ahead is greater than anything behind you. And remember this, the tide does not ask permission to turn. It moves by the command of heaven. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can slow it. Nothing can block it. Your tide has turned, and now the current is carrying you toward your destiny.
Archangel Michael's voice rises, and suddenly it feels as if the whole atmosphere around you has shifted. He says, the fifth sign has now entered your life, the arrival of light. You have endured the silence, survived the unmasking, faced the confrontation, and witnessed the tide turning. Now, child of light, the dawn breaks. And when the dawn breaks, shadows have no choice but to flee. For months, maybe even years, you thought the darkness had won. Every step you took felt resisted, every prayer unanswered, every dream delayed. You wondered if you had been forgotten. But Michael says, you were not forgotten. You were being hidden. Hidden until the appointed time. And that time is now. The light has arrived. What does the arrival of light mean? It means truth, clarity, and restoration. It means that everything once twisted by shadows will now straighten. The lies spoken about you will collapse under their own weight. The people who doubted you will watch your rising and know they were wrong. The chains you carried silently will fall in plain sight, and all will know you were chosen, not cursed. This is the season where your scars become proof of survival, and your survival becomes testimony of destiny. Michael says the light comes in layers. The first layer is truth. Already you are beginning to see things differently. Have you noticed lately when people speak, you feel their intentions more strongly than before? The words may sound sweet, but your spirit can tell when there is poison behind them. This is not paranoia, it is discernment. The light has sharpened your vision. Now falsehood cannot survive near you. Pretenders cannot hide in your circle. The truth is breaking through, and though it may sting, it is the medicine that heals. The second layer is healing. The arrival of light does not only expose, it restores. The wounds you carried silently in your heart, the rejection, the loneliness, the betrayal. Michael says those wounds will begin to close. You will notice moments of unexplainable peace washing over you, even in the middle of chaos. You will feel strength returning to your body, joy bubbling up unexpectedly, hope flickering like fire in your soul. This is not coincidence. It is the healing power of light. Every tear you shed is being collected. Every prayer you whispered in silence is being answered. Every part of you that was broken is being made whole again. The third layer is guidance. When the light arrives, the fog lifts. Confusion loses its grip. Suddenly, decisions that felt impossible
will feel simple. Paths that were blocked will reveal new openings. You will know where to step, whom to trust, what to release. Michael says, the light does not just shine around you, it shines before you. It will guide your feet like a lamp in the wilderness, leading you directly into the miracle that has been waiting. But listen carefully. When the light arrives, it also demands courage. Not everyone will celebrate your rising. Some will be unsettled by it. Some will resent it. Some will even try to dim it, because your light exposes their shadows. Michael warns, do not shrink to make others comfortable. Do not dim your flame so others feel tall. You are not called to blend. You are called to blaze. If you hide your light, the miracle slows. But if you release it, the miracle multiplies, reaching beyond you into every life connected to yours. The arrival of light also breaks every lingering curse. Words spoken against you in anger, envy that clung to your name, generational patterns that chained your family. Michael says the light dissolves them all. The moment the light touches them, they lose power. You may even notice people who once had influence over your emotions suddenly lose their hold. Situations that terrified you before will feel small. Doors that mocked you before will stand wide open, because where the light arrives, the darkness cannot remain. And Michael makes you this promise. Within the coming days, you will see undeniable proof of the fifth sign. It may come as a dream so vivid it feels real, a sudden breakthrough that defies explanation, or a person entering your life carrying exactly the help you needed. Whatever form it takes, you will know instantly, this is the sign, this is the arrival of light. And once it arrives, there is no turning back. What is revealed cannot be hidden again. What is healed cannot be broken again. What is promised cannot be taken away again. Archangel Michael's final words thunder like a sunrise over the sea. You have walked in shadows, but now the light has claimed you. You have lived in delay, but now destiny has accelerated. You have been broken, but now you are whole. The arrival of light is the arrival of your miracle, and no power in heaven or hell can stop it. Stay with me, because in the next part, Michael will reveal the sixth sign, the test of fire. This is the greatest trial, the moment when heaven proves your strength and darkness makes its final attempt to break you, and only those who endure it walk into the fullness of their destiny.
Archangel Michael's voice shifts now. It grows heavier, more serious, as if the heavens themselves lean in to listen. He says, the sixth sign has arrived, the test of fire. Before the miracle fully manifests, before the final light crowns you, there is one last furnace you must walk through. For fire does not come to destroy the chosen, it comes to refine them. Think back on your life, every great change you experienced, every breakthrough that lifted you higher. It never came easy, did it? Always there was resistance. Always there was pain before the rising. This is no accident. Fire has always been the doorway. Because without fire, the gold in you cannot shine. Without fire, the diamond in you cannot form. Without fire, the strength in you cannot awaken. Michael warns you, the test of fire is not a gentle test. It is a trial that shakes foundations. You may feel in these hours that everything is collapsing. Relationships may suddenly break apart. Opportunities may slip through your fingers. People you thought would never leave may vanish. Situations you thought were secure may crumble. And you will ask, why is this happening when I am so close to my miracle? But Michael says, it is not destruction, it is purification. The fire burns only what cannot remain. What is true will survive. What is false will turn to ash.
In this fire, you will notice three things. First, silence. Heaven will feel quiet. The dreams, the signs, the whispers, they may seem to pause. You will feel as though your prayers hit walls. But understand, silence is not abandonment. Silence is trust. Heaven trusts that you are strong enough to endure without constant reassurance. Just as a teacher grows silent during the test, so does heaven during the furnace. The silence proves you have matured enough to walk in faith, not just feelings. Second, pressure. The fire squeezes. You may feel waves of exhaustion, heavy emotions, sudden storms in your life. The very people around you may test your patience. Financial pressures may rise. Unexpected battles may appear. But Michael says, pressure does not come to crush, it comes to form. Just as olives must be pressed to release oil and grapes crushed to release wine, so too must your life be pressed so that the treasure inside you can flow. Third, exposure. In the fire, everything hidden is revealed. Friends show their true faces. Enemies step into the open. Your own heart even confronts you with truths you tried to bury. But exposure is a gift. It saves you from carrying dead weight into your destiny. The fire ensures that only what is pure, loyal, and true walks forward with you. And listen carefully. Michael says there will be a moment in this test where you feel like giving up completely. A night where the weight feels unbearable, where tears won't stop, where you question if God has forgotten you. He says, that night will be the turning point. Do not surrender there. Hold on for one more hour, one more breath, one more prayer. Because just beyond that breaking point, the dawn will appear. That is the threshold of the miracle. If you endure the fire, you walk into unshakable glory. Remember the stories of old. The three men who walked into the blazing furnace, yet the flames did not consume them, for a fourth figure stood beside them, brighter than the fire itself. Michael reminds you, so it will be with you. You will not walk this fire alone. I will stand with you, sword in hand, wings covering you, until the flames release you into freedom. And here is the secret he whispers now. The fire you are facing is not punishment, it is proof. Proof that you are chosen, proof that your destiny is near, proof that what waits on the other side is too powerful to be given cheaply. Only those who pass the furnace can carry such crowns. Only those who endure heat can command such light. You, child of heaven, are one of them. That is why the fire burns so fiercely, because your miracle is so near. Michael makes this vow to you. If you endure this test, everything the enemy stole will be restored sevenfold. Every tear you cried will water the harvest of blessings waiting for you. Every betrayal you suffered will become a platform for your honor, and every chain that bound you will melt in these flames, never to return again. Do not fear the fire, for when it ends, you will not be the same. You will not carry the smell of smoke, only the shine of gold. You will walk out with clearer vision, stronger spirit, unshakable faith, and undeniable favor. The fire is your final test, but also your final proof. And when you step out, nothing, no curse, no enemy, no shadow, will ever hold you again. Stay with me, because in the next part, Michael reveals the seventh and final sign, the crown of destiny. The moment where all battles, all signs, all fires lead to one unstoppable breakthrough. This is the part where heaven places the seal on your life, and nothing in creation can remove it.
The voice of Archangel Michael grows louder now, no longer a whisper, no longer distant thunder, but like a trumpet echoing across the heavens. He says, "The time of waiting is over. The seventh and final sign is here, the crown of destiny. All the battles, all the tears, all the fires, they have been leading you to this moment." Michael speaks. "Do you not see? Every delay, every betrayal, every night of weeping was not punishment. It was preparation. Heaven has been shaping you, forging you, cleansing you. For what waits at this final gate is too holy, too powerful, too radiant to be given to an unprepared soul. And now, at last, the seal of heaven is ready to rest upon your head." He shows me a vision. I see you, yes, you, standing in a great hall of light. Above you, angels gather, their wings stretched wide like a sea of fire and gold. The floor trembles, not with fear, but with glory. And then, descending through that chamber, comes a crown, not of earthly jewels, not of fading gold, but a crown forged from eternity itself. Flames dance along its edges, stars sparkle within it. It is alive, breathing, pulsing with heaven's own heartbeat. This crown was written with your name before you were even born. Michael says, "This is the reward of endurance. This is the mark of the chosen. This crown cannot be stolen, cannot be broken, cannot be reversed. It is the seal of destiny that heaven places only once and forever. But hear this carefully. Before the crown touches your head, the enemy will make one final attempt. He will whisper doubts. He will stir old fears. He will tempt you with distractions, sudden chaos, unexpected storms. He will even use the face of someone you love to try and make you walk away. Why? Because the enemy knows what happens when this crown rests on you. He knows that once you are crowned, you are untouchable, unstoppable, unshakable. So he will send his last blow, his final arrow, his desperate attack. Michael warns, do not surrender now. Do not believe the lies. Stand firm, even if the storm rises to its peak, because the moment you endure this last temptation, the heavens will break open and the crown will descend upon you. And now Michael reveals what this crown truly means. It is not only glory, it is transformation. With this crown comes 3 gifts that will change your life forever. 1. Authority. From this day, no curse, no shadow, no enemy will hold power over you. Your words will carry weight in the Spirit. Doors that were locked will open when you speak. Chains that bound generations will shatter when you declare. You will no longer beg. You will command. 2. Restoration. Every loss you endured will return multiplied. Relationships healed, finances restored, opportunities reborn. What was buried will rise again. The years the locusts devoured will be returned 7-fold. You will walk in abundance, not in scarcity. 3. Destiny unveiled. The purpose you were born for, the mission you were chosen for, the reason heaven sent you to earth will awaken. Clarity will come. Vision will sharpen. The path you once stumbled through will blaze like a highway of light before your feet. The oath of Michael. Michael himself makes an oath over you now. By the sword of light I carry, I swear,
You shall not leave this fire empty-handed. You shall not remain in the shadow of betrayal. You shall not die in the valley. You will rise. You will be crowned, and your crown will testify before heaven and earth that you belong to the King of Kings, and no darkness shall ever prevail against you. And then it happens. The crown lowers. It touches your head, and the instant it does, a shock wave of light bursts outward. Every curse breaks. Every chain dissolves. Every dark power flees in terror. Your name is written anew in the scrolls of heaven, and Michael proclaims, "It is finished. The chosen one has received their crown." From this moment they walk not in fear, but in destiny, not in sorrow, but in victory, not in shadow, but in eternal light. Your call. Michael says, do not treat this lightly, for tonight is the turning point of your life. If you believe, if you endure, if you claim this crown, then watch. Miracles will begin to align. Signs will follow you. Doors will open you never imagined. But if you ignore this, if you doubt and walk away, the crown will wait. Yet the journey may grow longer, the fire hotter, the nights darker. Claim it now while the heavens are open. And so I leave you with this truth. The final sign has come. The crown is before you. All you must do is hold firm, believe, and step forward. Michael has spoken. The miracle is no longer far. It is here. The crown of destiny is yours.
The storms have passed. The fires have burned. The masks have fallen. The tide has turned. And now, standing before you, is the fullness of your destiny. Archangel Michael's voice echoes, strong and clear. This is your moment. The crown has descended. The signs have unfolded. The miracle is no longer waiting. It is here, and it is yours. Tonight, listen carefully. Heaven is not just giving you words, it is giving you authority. You have been tested, refined, revealed, and aligned. Every shadow that tried to stop you is now powerless. Every enemy that whispered lies has been exposed. Every door that seemed closed has been unlocked. The crown of destiny rests within your reach, and all you must do is claim it. Michael says, do not hesitate, do not doubt. This is the night to step into your miracle. Repeat this declaration and believe it with all your heart. I am chosen. I am protected. I am crowned by heaven. Nothing can stop me. I walk in light, power, and destiny. Amen. He continues, say this 3 times tonight before you sleep, and listen to me carefully. If you ignore this, the shadows will linger longer, the chains may return, and the miracle will be delayed. But if you obey, if you claim your crown, if you declare your faith, then your life will shift forever. The heavens will move on your behalf, doors will open without struggle, and blessings will align that you never imagined possible. Michael's final promise: every tear you shed has been collected. Every prayer you whispered in silence has been heard. Every trial, every struggle, every betrayal, all of it has led to this moment. Tonight, claim your crown. Say Amen. Say 777. Say, I am chosen. I am crowned, and I receive my miracle now. And as you speak these words, feel the shift within. Feel the light filling your spirit. Feel the chains breaking. Feel the crowns of heaven settling over your life. This is not imagination. This is prophecy. This is your moment of victory.
This is the miracle you have waited for. Michael concludes, "Go into your life from this moment forward with courage, faith, and authority. Walk in the light, walk in the power, walk as the chosen one. The crown is yours, the signs have spoken, your miracle is here." And remember, tonight do not delay. Speak it, claim it, declare it. Amen. 777. I claim my crown.
Archangel Michael speaks once more, his voice calm yet powerful. You have seen the signs. You have endured the fire. You have claimed the crown. But now the journey is not over. It is being solidified. Every blessing you have received tonight must be anchored in your faith, your actions, and your belief. For a crown is not just worn, it is carried. And what is carried shapes the world around you. He continues, look back at your life, the trials, the betrayals, the sleepless nights, the lost opportunities. They were all seeds planted for your greatness. Each one prepared you for the light. Each one guided you to this exact moment. If you doubt this, remember, the signs do not lie. They follow the divine order. You have been chosen, you have been tested, and you have emerged victorious. Michael emphasizes, tonight, speak to yourself with authority. Declare your victory over fear, over doubt, over the darkness that tried to hold you down. Say these words aloud. I am protected. I am guided. I am crowned. I am unstoppable. Amen. And now the angel reveals a deeper truth. The miracle is not only for you, it is contagious. Your faith will ripple into the lives of those around you. Your light will inspire others to rise. Every action you take after claiming your crown amplifies the power of this miracle. This is why the enemy tried so hard to stop you, because your rise does not belong to you alone. It touches generations. Michael warns, do not underestimate the importance of this moment. Keep the crown close in your mind, in your heart, and in your words. Do not let negativity, doubt, or fear weaken the seal of destiny. The crown is not just a symbol, it is a declaration to the universe that you are aligned with heaven, and every time you remember it, you activate its power in your life. Finally, Michael gives you a sacred instruction. 3 things to do before you sleep tonight. 1. Speak your declaration of victory aloud 3 times. 2. Visualize the crown on your head, the light surrounding you, and the miracle entering your life. 3. Feel the power of heaven moving through you. Amen. 777. I claim my crown. He concludes, from this night forward, the path of your destiny is illuminated. Walk it with courage. Walk it with faith. Walk it with certainty. The signs have shown you the way. The fire has purified you. The crown has chosen you. Now rise, child of heaven, and live in the fullness of your miracle. Remember, the miracle is not tomorrow. It begins the moment you claim it. Speak, believe, act, and receive. Your crown is not just a promise, it is a reality, and Michael himself stands with you to ensure it manifests fully.
The presence of Archangel Michael fills the air, brighter than the sun, stronger than every fear you ever faced. His voice resonates like a trumpet across heaven. This is it, the final moment. The crown has been placed. The signs have unfolded. Every trial, every fire, every tear, you have endured them all. Now your miracle is sealed. Nothing can undo what heaven has declared. Michael continues, "Tonight, listen carefully. The shadows that whispered, the chains that bound you, the enemies that sought to stop you, they are powerless now. You have walked through silence, faced confrontation, survived the fire, and claimed the crown. Your life has been rewritten. Every loss will be restored, every delay accelerated, every blessing multiplied.